All right, once you finish your graph with all 5 points, we can take a look at the back where you're going to analyze your graph and draw a conclusion. You're going to use your graph to answer these 3 questions. Here you're making a statement. What happens to the distance when the stretch length increases? Then, what's the furthest point that the rubber band traveled, the furthest distance? And let's make a prediction. If I had a stretch length of 28 centimeters, how far do you think it would go? So you're going to use your predicting skills that you already practiced doing with line graphs. Then we're going to complete the conclusion piece. We're going to summarize this experiment. What did we do? Then we're going to compare the results to our hypothesis. Remember what we hypothesized would happen when we changed the stretch length, what actually happened. We'll identify how does the independent variable affect the dependent variable. As the independent variable goes up, what happens to the dependent variable? This is going to be very similar to your answer to this first bullet point. Then we're going to do some error analysis. I know for a fact that this was not a perfect experiment. Sometimes people use slightly different techniques, and sometimes there were some issues. Tell me about what could have possibly gone wrong with our experiment. And finally, what more questions do you have about rubber bands and about this lab? What do you think we could investigate further with rubber bands? When you finish this, we are going to do the same thing to turn this lab in.